Okay, on to our next series of laps after the geometry change. So I put the ride height back up 1.5 turns where it was originally when we started the test, and I went ahead and raised the front 2 millimeters from where it was. Why do you want to do that over the other? Well, if you're having to manage your braking because you're losing braking potential because the back end comes off the ground due to the fact that you have way too much weight on the front tire, then you are doing yourself a disservice as well as others on the track, because you cannot brake the way you need to brake. If you can't do that and you get in a crisis situation and you have to pull on the brakes hard, you have to at some point let go. So that's not doing anybody any favors. And so for 5 minutes work, it's much easier to just go ahead, put it up on the triple tree stands and get the front end set correctly. Now this might not be enough. We may need more. I don't know. But you have to try, and like I said, it just takes time for you to go ahead and figure that out. So 3 laps will give us enough distance to see if what we have is what we need. And again, 2 laps to warm up the tires. No rush. Just sight your way around the track. Make sure you give room for other riders that are on hot laps to get by you. Much better to do that than hold them up. In the slow sections of the track, guess what? They can wait. They can get past you on the faster sections. So hold your line so you don't high side, low side, and create more problems. Open the track up to them, pull it back in, let them have the track. Much easier doing it this way. Okay, that's the end of the first lap. We'll get back on the front straight shortly. Yes, we're using all the paint. Paint here has really good grip, so. Okay, lap 1. Nice and steady into the first turn. Carry a little bit more lean angle, a little bit more trail brake. Again, there's no rush to crash. Heat your tires up thoroughly. Be in a position where mentally you are completely okay with grip, so that you can then function on everything else you need to do. Turning the bike, body position changes, braking, accelerating, shifting at the right point. Have to get the tires out of your head, and so for the sake of, in this case, maybe 5 minutes of riding in an open track day, why wouldn't you do something so simple and logical as that? So, fast section of the track. Wind the bike up a little bit, get some more heat in that rear tire on the edge. Get it back up the hill. Yeah, much more aggressive braking. I feel comfortable being more aggressive there. That's good. Much more comfortable being aggressive. Braking's nice and easy. Now, as far as the steering input goes, remember when we first went out, it was easy to turn this thing over. Let's be nice. New rider. There you go. Give him a thumbs up. Keep his confidence going. Nice and steady again, with not too many lefts under power here. One more lap and we can romp on it a lot more. Into 1. Don't feel the front slide at all, so that's encouraging. Firmly on my knee just in case the front pushes and we have to pick the bike up. Good drive grip out of the corner, as you can hear from the engine note. Nice and steady in 3. Decreasing radius. Flick it. Oh yeah, that came right over. Nice. I didn't lose any flickability. In fact, based on the last setting, we probably gained some because we lifted the whole bike up. So that's encouraging. Keeping our eye on the rider in front. Never want to be exactly in their tracks, just in case. Give them enough room in case they're low side or high side. Into 9. Lots of traffic ahead, so have to be smart about this. To 10. That's Peter, 2 slower guys in front. So again, no rush here, just get through the traffic sensibly. Doesn't look like Peter's gonna come off. Line it up for 14. Looks like we're behind Mark. What's up, Mark? Giving lessons all day to his buddies. Into 1. Little quiet there just for concentration. Yeah, these tires do feel surprisingly good. Trail braking, no slippage. This feels great, actually. I'm really, really pleasantly surprised. Nice and steady. Flick it over. That just rocks straight over the top, which is probably very evident from the horizon change in the video. Just no problem pitching it right over. So the question becomes now, on this next set of laps, in terms of braking, can I hammer the brakes? So turn 9 is uphill, which is kind of a false test, but turn 14 downhill is a much better test. Much better test. Oh yeah, I can brake for days uphill. That's way better. Question is, can I do the same going downhill? 14. That's pretty aggressive, just a hair of rear wheel lift. So, I'm comfortable with the geometry. What would that mean? Well, definitely a little bit more compression, a little bit more preload, maybe half a turn of preload. Into the front end to give it a little bit more structural support and stop the speed of collapse. You still want the weight transfer, you still got to have that. That drops in so nicely on my knee. Great drive grip off the edge of the tire in 2. Steady management, decreasing radius. There, up against the curb, flick it straight over the top, no problems. Got for traffic coming up, it's in the distance, it's a long ways away yet, so we'll be patient with that. Focus on the here and now, clip it there, curb late there, stand it up, short shift, go in early, let it drift, there's the drift, on the gas now, drive it up the hill, don't worry about the dirt, you're not going to hit it, inside the black patch, grab the gear, into 10, even pulls the front wheel up out of 11 just ever so slightly. Wow. And that's not because it's 1,000, I assure you. My 400 will do that if the timing's right. Okay, so let's go on in turn one a little faster this time. Push the front a little harder. Rider coming on the track. Bridgestone Apex turn 1, don't scare me. That took my drive away. It's okay. Trail breaker into 2, that's nice. Over the top, nice pass there, nice and gracious. Into 6, traffic coming up quickly. Let it drift. Back in the 3rd, gas up the hill. Okay, you're not going to hit the dirt. 9 inside the black patch. Traffic getting close. Still good time. Line them up. Careful. Line up Matt from the outside, so over under. It's holding the tight line, but we got him. Nice line, Matt. Drive grip off of the edge of the tire from 2. Damn. That's awesome. Flick it. Come on, effort. Into 6. Focus. Get the turn in apex. Okay, stand her up. Dip it, go. Inside. Line it up over the hill. Bring it back. Set it up. Entry speed correct, critical. Drive, flick. I'd say I got no problems with this chassis at this point. There's some fine tuning, probably 1 or 2 clicks of compression and a half a turn of preload, just to give me a slight halt on descent. But I think we got the chassis where we need it. Oh boy, do we got some drive grip. That is awesome. Wow. Whew. So at this point, I would be very happy to hand the chassis to somebody and say, okay, let's make it yours. And that's basically how you dial in a chassis when you get brand new tires without measuring circumference or feel.